Om Gam Ganapatye Namaha. Kaliyugada Kalpataru, the fifth delight. Shri Raghavendra Gurusarvabhouma. Chapter 28. The Loss of a Father. Gopikamba Devi was overjoyed to welcome her daughter-in-law, Kamala Devi, into their home. Following the ancestral traditions of the Shastika family, Gopikamba oversaw the observance of various significant rituals and ceremonies performed by her loving daughter-in-law. In the month of Chaitra, Gopikamba guided Kamala Devi in conducting the grand Vasanta Gauri Puja with utmost devotion. Kamala Devi, seated in the Bhadrasana and cradling the idol of Vasanta Gauri on a swing, performed the rituals in the presence of married women, that is Sumangalis, from the village who had been invited to the home. Gopikamba ensured that the celebrations were conducted lavishly, with Kamala Devi offering turmeric, vermilion, sandal paste, betel leaves, and prasadam to the assembled women, who in turn blessed her. On the Ashada Krishna Dwadashi day, Kamala Devi performed the Mangala Gauri Puja with lamps, incense, and offerings. Married women were given turmeric, vermilion, and betel leaves as a part of the ceremony. On the Ashada Krishna Amvasya, Kamala Devi performed the Divasi Gauri Puja, and as per tradition, the Ganda Puja, that is worship of the husband, was also observed that day. When Gopikamba seated her son Guru Raja on the ceremonial seat for the puja, everyone in the household burst into joyous laughter and playfully teasing. Kamala Devi, blushing with modesty, performed worship, delighting everyone present. Similarly, during the month of Shravana, Gopikamba ensured that Kamala Devi performed the Gauri Puja on 5 consecutive Tuesdays. In Bhadrapada, Kamala Devi conducted the Swarna Gauri Puja and Vinayaka Chaturthi Puja with devotion. 16 married women, Sumangalis, were gifted with wooden combs, that is Baganas, and they blessed Kamala Devi, saying, "May your marriage bring you prosperity and happiness." Kamala Devi's dedication to the rituals, combined with her humility, obedience, and noble qualities, won the hearts of everyone. She served her in-laws, husband, and other elders with devotion and showed maternal affection towards her younger brother-in-law, Venkatanatha. Her endearing nature and selfless service made her the cherished daughter-in-law of the household, earning the love and respect of all. For a long time, Timmanna Acharya had desired to undertake a pilgrimage to Rameshwaram. After discussing his wish with his wife and children and seeking their suggestions, he set out on an auspicious day with his family for the pilgrimage, traveling via Madurai and Ramanathapuram. In Madurai, they stayed at the home of their son-in-law, Lakshmi Narasimha Acharya, for a couple of days. Before continuing their journey, they then spent 2 days at Ramanathapuram, accepting the hospitality of friends and acquaintances who urged them to stay. Proceeding from there, they reached Rameshwaram after a few days of travel. Together with his family, Timmanna Acharya performed the Setu Snana, that is ritual bath in the ocean, visited and worshipped at Bindu Madhava and Rameshwara temples, and engaged in devotional activities that purified their minds. They visited the Dharba Sayan and other sacred sites, partaking in holy rituals and experiencing great joy. Timmanna Acharya and his family stayed in Rameshwaram for 15 days, performing daily ocean baths, temple worship, and acts of charity, thereby elevating their spiritual state. Before leaving, they offered services to the deity, received prasadam, and departed with joy to continue their journey home. Traveling each day and halting at different places for rest, they performed rituals like temple worship and meals before resuming their journey. They eventually reached Kaveri Patanam on Sravana Shukla Panchami. On Sravana Krishna Ashtami, they celebrated Krishna Janmashtami Vrata and observed the concluding rituals the following day, while included a grand feast to commemorate the successful completion of their Rameshwara pilgrimage. They hosted a lavish meal for Brahmins and married women, that is Suvasanis, and distributed fruits, betel leaves, and dakshina, leaving everyone delighted. After many days of travel and physical strain, Timmanna Acharya fell ill and was bedridden. Gopikamba and Guru Raja Acharya ensured he received medical care and served him diligently day and night. As a result, his health gradually improved, bringing relief and contentment to the entire household. In Timmannacharya's household, on Bhadrapada Shukla Tadige and Chauthi days, the traditional Saranagauri and Ganapati festivals were celebrated. Gopamma performed the worship of Gauri and Ganesha with great devotion. That evening, Timmannacharya began experiencing chest pain. A doctor visited, prescribed medicine, and left. However, the chest pain returned the next day, alarming the entire family. Timmannacharya called Guru Raja and entrusted him with several responsibilities, advising him to study Nyaya, Vedanta, and other scriptures diligently under Guru Sri Sudhindra Tirtharu to become an eminent scholar and uphold the family's honor. He also instructed him to take care for his younger brother Venkatanatha and ensure his proper upbringing. Guru Raja assured his father that he would fulfill his wishes. Gopamma, overcome with fear and sorrow, fell at her husband's feet and wept, saying, "Don't leave me." Timmannacharya, with tears in his eyes, gently lifted her, held her shoulder, and reassured her, saying, "Gopi, don't worry. Nothing will happen to me." Over the next few days, Timmannacharya's health improved, bringing relief to the family, although he remained weak and required complete rest as per the doctor's advice. One day, the sound of the veena emanated from Timmannacharya's room. Surprised, Gopamma, Guru Raja, and Venkatanatha went to investigate why he was playing the veena despite the doctor's orders. They found Timmannacharya sitting on the floor on a Krishnanjana, that is deer skin, with the veena resting on his lap, playing it while tears streamed down his face. Upon seeing his family enter, he gestured for them to leave. Gopamma sat beside him, while Guru Raja, concerned, asked, "Father, why are you playing the veena now?" The doctor advised against exertion, as it might tire you. Timmannacharya, smiling faintly, replied, "Guru Raja, this is the last time I will play the veena. Even if you ask me later, I won't be able to play it again. Please leave me alone for now." Guru Raja and Venkatanatha, unable to argue further, left the room, but Gopamma stayed behind. The room filled with the sorrowful strains of the veena, the melody, Nadanama Kriya in Raghavendra, flowed like waves, touching the hearts of all who heard it. It seemed as though Timmannacharya was expressing his inner pain through the music. Suddenly, one of the strings snapped with a loud than, accompanied by chanting Srinivasa, Srimad Guru Raja, Sri Vijayendra Guru Namaha. At the same moment, Gopamma let out a heart-wrenching cry. Silence enveloped the house. The family rushed into the room to find Timmannacharya leaning over the veena, his fingers frozen on the string, which lay broken, symbolizing the end of his life. Gopamma collapsed in grief. Unconscious, the household was consumed by mourning. The news of Timmannacharya's passing deeply saddened the entire community. Scholars, dignitaries, and villagers gathered to pay their respect to the renowned scholar. They offered their condolences and provided comfort to the grieving family. Members of the Brahmin community took charge of performing the final rites according to scriptural traditions. Many lamented, saying, "The passing of this great scholar is an irreparable loss to the learning community." Tears flowed as they bid farewell to the esteemed Timmannacharya. Upon learning of Timmannacharya's passing, Ananda Tirthacharya and his wife travelled from Srirangam along with their son and daughter-in-law. From Madurai, Lakshmi Naranacharya and his wife also arrived from the Kumbakonam. As instructed by Sri Vijayendra Tirtharu, Ramachandra Acharya Prakrutis came to Kaveri Pattanam. They all assisted with the post-funeral rites and rituals, offering their wholehearted support. They also comforted Gopamma, Guru Raja, and Venkatanatha with great care. After the ceremonies were complete, Ramachandra Acharya convened the family and conveyed the instructions of Sri Vijayendra Tirtharu and Sri Sudhindra Tirtharu Gurugulu regarding Timmannacharya's passing. He informed them that the Gurus expressed the deep sorrow over the loss of their beloved disciple and promised full support to the family. They advised Guru Raja to take charge of the household responsibilities for 1 year, care for his mother and younger siblings, and focus on Venkatanatha's education. Furthermore, they instructed that Venkatanatha's Upanayan, that is sacred third ceremony, be conducted promptly, after which he should be enrolled in the Gurukula. Guru Raja was also instructed to visit the Matha to continue his advanced studies. Hearing of the Guru's affection and their guidance for Timmannacharya's family brought immense relief to everyone. The family expressed their commitment to following the Guru's directives, as conveyed by Ramachandra Acharya. Lakshmi Naranacharya assured Gopama and Kamala Devi of his support and assistance. He left his wife, Venkatanabha Devi, with them in Kaveri Pattanam while he returned to Madurai. Ananda Tirthacharya and other relatives, after providing their assistance, also departed for their respective villages. Hari Om. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.